What's with these guys?
Hello, everyone, and of course, welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spice, and we are other Manchester United news. Your latest Manchester United news. Yes, it is Thursday, slightly later than usual, 6 p.m. in the UK, London as well. Usually, it's a 5 o'clock show on a Thursday, but had to make a few changes due to work as well, so we had to delay it for another hour. But big up to everyone that's tuning in right now. Smash that like button, share, subscribe across all social media platforms. Your boy Ivorian Spice is live, giving your latest Manchester United news as always, man. But before we even get started, guys, because we've got a lot to talk about. Of course, you see the title, Sir Ratcliffe, how will it work? I've got a couple of articles to share with you guys as well. And bad news, injury update, Casemiro injured. And I've picked out a news from One Touch Football coming from court offside, which was talking about Zerbi potentially being hired if everything goes wrong for Eric Ten Hag. So we will be discussing that. So those are the topics for today. And of course, towards the end of the show, it will be the Twitter thread that we look through as always. Make sure you guys subscribe to Red United TV for those who are watching, of course. And for those who are watching, follow Red United TV on Instagram, which is Red United TV 1. We're trying to get 16 or 17,000 followers. I'm not too sure. And follow me personally, Ivorian_Spice. And follow Red United TV on Twitch, Rumble, and also Kick. It's all the same thing, Red United TV, man. Smash that like button, guys. We'll get straight into the news. And make sure you put your thoughts in the comments. Everything Manchester United related for those who are watching that want to get involved in the live show, man. Oh, but yes, let's go straight into it because I've got news. Let's go straight to this Jim Ratcliffe situation. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, how will it work? I've got an article that come out from. Let's start off. I think we should start with the delay situation because everyone thought it's Thursday today, and we all thought that there will be talks and votes going on regarding Sir Jim Ratcliffe's offer bid. So far, we have heard nothing on a Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, Thursday morning. We've heard nothing throughout the day, and we was told prior to Thursday, we was told that nothing was going to take place on Thursday. So for those who thought things was going to take place this Thursday, today, nothing took place. There is no news regarding that, but we have news about delays regarding his 25% minority stake ownership. And for those who don't know, I truly believe that the money goes straight into the Glazers' pocket because they're buying 25%. That money goes straight to their pocket. It doesn't go back to the club's pocket or anything like that. They're not going to reinvest that. They're not going to use that money that they planned for to invest in so and so, because that's the main point, was the fact that they were putting up a portion of sell minority stake to finance their project. That's what it was originally. I remember they wanted to finance the project for the stadium revamp, training facilities, and etc. And that's what they were doing. You know, selling the club was an option, which was mentioned in their statement a while back ago, but mainly what they were looking for investments. So let's go start straight to the takeover situation regarding Sergeant Ratcliffe, which is, here we have it. Man United suffer another takeover delay as Sir Jim Ratcliffe made to wait until next year. But he does or not, we'll find out. We'll see that, because I'm not sure whether that could happen, man. I'm not too sure, because these takeovers, because of course he has to go to a proper fit person for the Premier League to see if he's worthy of being one of the owners of Manchester United. So that will take some time. The paperwork will take some time. The money, how is it going to be given? How is it going to be dealt? Who's going to get the money? That's going to take some time. So we're in the middle of, we're coming towards the end of October, and we're in the middle of October, but we're going to come towards October. We've got November, we've got December. Literally got 2 months left until January transfer window comes. And from what I've heard and what I've been told, guys, Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to be in before the January transfer window. I don't know whether he's looking to spend or make instant changes, but we're going to discuss that today, because that's what the show is for today's show. So let's start it off with Sir Jim Ratcliffe is being made to wait to see if his Manchester United takeover deal will be accepted. And we thought we was going to get that, as you can see, Thursday, October 19th. Look at these Manchester United fans protesting. I think we'll have a look at that later on this article, because I wanna have a see what they're saying. Of course, this is coming from the Express. The Manchester United takeover saga has been struck by the latest in a long string of delays as Sir Jim Ratcliffe waits to buy a 25% stake in the club. Sir Jim has a clear path to winning the race after Sheikh Jassim bin Hamid Al Tahini withdrew, but United Board is yet to sanction his 1.4 billion deal. And there were rumors a couple of days ago stating, Sheikh Jassim might look, the offer's still on the table regardless of what's going on, whether he's withdrawn. But I think those were really not true. They didn't come to fruition. It was just a little bit of gossip there and there, man. And I don't think it was ever going to happen, you know, him coming back into the bidding process. I think he gave his bid and that was it. He withdrew, and you're not going to hear anything more than that. So, according to the Mail, Ineos might not take over the club's sporting operation in time for the January transfer window, despite initial hope to buy out could be passed on Thursday. And you know what I say before? We know that Manchester United always take their goddamn time when it comes to transfers, when it comes to making decisions, hiring a new manager, and etc. They're very slow at making sporting decisions. And in this current situation, they're going to be even slower at making a sporting decision regarding the club's future. I don't see it being resolved until probably maybe next month. We will be waiting. We heard we're going to get something in October, and October came, and we got something, which is the truth. We got something. But what we got is not what we expected. United's 12 board members, including all 6 Glazer siblings, have a pre-planned meeting on Thursday afternoon to discuss the financial matters. Yeah. So nothing's come out yet, so we don't think anything's been discussed. But Sir Jim offers won't be on agenda, with lawyers said to be working on the finer details after he reached an agreement in principle with the Glazers family. Okay. It is reportedly a complex deal, and with insiders warning that it could take weeks until it's in condition for United's board to vote to ratify. So it will take some time. The reports adds that once Sir Jim's 1.4 billion deal has been passed at Old Trafford, it will need to go further through New York Stock Exchange and Premier League tests to ensure them it meets his requirements. That's what I said before. He'll probably get a proper fit person test. In my opinion, that will happen, and that takes some time as well. It doesn't happen overnight. So this will take time. It's the goddamn truth. And it's like I said before, if it was a minority offer, why didn't you do it a long time ago? Why did you take a whole year and wait for bids and etc.? To see who's and also entertain or flirt with shit just seems offers and all that stuff, keeping him at bay if he was only going to go for a minority offer, just to share a bit of Manchester United for investment. Why did the Glazers do that? Why did they waste a whole year? But that's typical Manchester United. They will make you wait a whole entire year for all of this nonsense and shenanigans. Like, seriously, I can't say any even more. I'm stressed out from all of this stuff. Those who are watching on Rumble, Twitch, and Facebook page and as well and Facebook group, make sure you smash that like button and share it across all social media platforms. We are here discussing everything Manchester United, man. I am so annoyed by this whole thing. Throughout the whole week I was pissed off, but I can only see slight positives in this current situation. I really hope that Manchester United can fix themselves up, because they really do let us down, especially in making decisions and etc. It's just not good enough when they make the decision. Like, they should really improve as well, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, annoying at times to be a Manchester United fan, and these men can't get things right at all, man. I don't know about you guys, man, but I'm not looking forward to this takeover, because I don't think it's the right thing. I don't think we'll go anywhere with this as well. Like, I really don't, and I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think he's the guy. But the only thing I can see is positives. If he's willing to take over, if the Glazers are willing to hand over the Sporting side, although I'll be honest with you, I don't think he can do the job. I really don't think he can do the job. I don't. I've seen the projects of his other Sporting things. I don't think it's worked out to the T. And I don't think it will ever work out, because you saw Team Sky, the things that took place as well. You saw Nice as well. It's just now that things are getting better, and after 2 or 3 seasons. So for me, in my opinion, I just don't think that this guy is the right man. Like, and I don't think he'll ever be the right man to take Manchester United to new heights, honestly speaking. So yeah, man, he can hold that. He can really hold that, man. But back to the article, as it was saying, we close that down. Look at him there. Such a process could make Sir Jim Ratcliffe wait until 2024 before he enters power at United. Meanwhile, he's likely won't be able to impact Eric Ten Hag's transfer window. And that's what we wanted to know. Or is he going to be straight involved in the transfer window? Will Manchester United get some extra funds for the transfer window to buy new defenders? Or will they still have to sell Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire? However, it claims that United currently aren't planning any major signings this winter unless they can offload players to comply with financial fair play. And we've had issues with financial fair play, and we got fined recently during this before the summer as well for not meeting financial fair play. We got a couple of Ks there and there, but again, it just shows that Manchester United are now in a situation where a football club like that, a great football club like that, are having to comply with financial fair play, because we can't afford everything. We can't afford. And Manchester United are a great club, make a lot of money, but yet they have to comply to financial fair play. This is a team that never had to, because the money was always there. But now you can clearly see that they don't have the money anymore. That's why they have to look for investment to finance their project. So those players that could be sold, Harry Maguire and Scott McTominay, are potential players from who United can recruit healthy fees. They could have got that 60 million a long time ago, but both departures will require replacements. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos' primary focus in the opening few months of their involvement will be reviewing the sporting operation in M16 before making any necessary change, and we're going to go into that. We're going to go into those changes. It says here that Chief Executive Richard Arnold and Football Director John Murtaugh are expected to be under the threat by possible overhaul Serge Jim was openly critical about how the club has been run during his visit to Old Trafford in Carrington in March. The 71-year-old businessman has also previously blasted United's careless expenditure in transfer markets under the Glazer rules. That is another aspect that he'll be keen to address in the summer, and which looks increasingly likely to be the first transfer window Ineos will oversee. Do you guys want this guy to oversee the sporting operation at Manchester United? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. I don't think he can do a job. But hey, let's be hopeful. Only hope. It's only the hope. We can only have hope. I know the hope kills you, but we can only have hope. I think I just finished reading that. So let's move on to what we can expect. I've got an article from One Touch Football, Caught Offside, that is really interesting to read because it highlights stuff like I said earlier on before. For those who watched the Monday show, Paul Mitchell as well, in that kind of situation, being involved, these names being brought up. So let's go straight to. Let me close this down. So here it goes there. So we're seeing Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos move closer to purchasing a 25% stake in Manchester United. But as much as fans of the Red Devils might not want to read this, their ownership of Nice hasn't been a huge success. True that, hasn't really been a huge success. So again, guys, this is the person that's coming in, and we want to know exactly what he can do. A little bit of background story regarding him and his current adventures or businesses that he's done within the game of sports, cycling and etc. Ineos are involved in a lot of stuff: cycling, bit of rugby, Formula One, football. You can call it soccer for whatever you want to call it. So they're involved in a lot of sports, but not all their sports adventures has been successful. We all know that it's been highly documented so many times. So we recognize that when Ineos came in, they had a very ambitious project to challenge PSG at the top. This is regarding Nice, yeah, of League One, and they haven't done that. They haven't really made any kind of progress domestically or in Europe. So it's been a very frustrating period for the clubs and fans. We're talking about Nice right now, guys, for those who are wondering what club are they talking about. Ratcliffe continual flirtations with the club in England has also been a source of frustration to Nice fans, as it's not just Manchester United he's shown an interest in, but also you remember, guys, Chelsea, when Chelsea was up for sale, and Liverpool in the past. He has just been had it just been Man United, given his childhood support of the club. He's a childhood Manchester United fan, but he's out here venturing and flirting with rival clubs. Then I think that fans might have been a bit more understanding, but it's given that there's clearly been a long-running interest in buying a Premier League club. I think the Nice fans have tired of it. I think that don't make no sense at the end. I think the Nice club are tired of it. That's what they meant to say, this article. More recently, Nice have made some encouraging changes, which you guys know. They're currently sitting second. They've hired a new sporting director as well, and made changes upstairs. And of course, they've bought well. Some good French players as well. You know, Tadibo who's been linked to Manchester United, which would be interesting if Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe does buy Manchester United. Would it be a cheaper offer for us, you know, or would it be a straight swap? I don't know. Like, would it benefit Manchester United for the fact that Tadibo plays for Nice and both owners, which is Ineos, own Nice and also own part of Manchester United? Would that be an interesting thing? Would it make it easier? We'll find out. We'll see. They're the only team unbeaten in League One, and they are going very well under the highly rated new manager, Francisco Ferroli. Italian, innit? They've got a couple of real gems in their ranks as well, but overall, you can't paint a picture over Ratcliffe's reign as it makes it look like a success. It's been largely a tale of frustration and wasted potential. Because I remember there was Nice Ultras that was protesting against him as well. So, and their ownership, they weren't really happy. It looks like we could see Paul Mitchell brought in as sporting director at United if the Ineos deal goes through. And it's not surprised to see him being linked with a big Premier League job after leaving Monaco. And he's gone back to Manchester, living with his family, spending time with his family. So there could be some interest there. And that could be one of the potential changes that Sergio Ratcliffe can introduce and bring to Manchester United. Even if it didn't go quite as well for him at Monaco as he perhaps would have hoped, I do rate Mitchell. He did a very good job on streamlining a very bloated squad, and also did well to strengthen the connection with their Belgian feeder club, Cercle Bruges. Wow. Mm-hmm. In terms of form and achievement regarding Nice, Mitchell probably did. I mean, Mitchell probably didn't quite deliver what was hoped for, with the club being out of the Champions League, undoubtedly as a failure. They're doing better this season, so it could be argued that some redemption for Monaco after the foundation laid by Mitchell. Mitchell's time at Monaco isn't everything though, as he has other work, as he can look back on proudly, particularly with RB Leipzig, which you saw the rise of RB Leipzig doing really well, and it's not surprised to seem to set to return to the Premier League. He's been linked with the likes of Chelsea, Newcastle in the past, and he remains one of the top names in that line of work. So again, he's a big name in that field of work. Whether he can come to Manchester United, maybe take director of football or sporting director at Manchester United. I don't know whether John Mentor will probably keep his job if Sergio Ratcliffe 25% takeover bid gets accepted. His job is on the line and is on the threat as well. It wouldn't surprise me if Mitchell took an even bigger role than just sporting director, perhaps a multi-club environment with a role at Nice as well as United. Let's see how that works out. But they already got a sporting director at Nice. But overall, overall his appointment in a bit of a no-brainer for the United, who has room to improve in terms of their recruitment and overall structure of the club. And you guys know the structure of the club is rubbish, tedious, and just full of incapable people, incompetent people. I think that the kind of challenge is being looking for a while. I don't know why people come close to the door. So that is that regarding what could be next regarding Manchester United. Now let's move to what the independents say regarding this, because they released an article saying how Jim Ratcliffe can reshape Man United by addressing pivotal issues. Well, I want to know what you guys are saying as well. Are you thinking that Manchester United under Sir Jim Ratcliffe running the sporting operation can work? Because I don't really think it can work, I really don't. I don't, but I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. Let me go back. Let me just find the article that I wanted to address. Because me, really and truly, I'll say this before. Oh, so I'm coming close to the end of this topic, guys. I think I need to wrap that topic up in a few minutes. Smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms. Let me know what your thoughts on so far on today as well. Continue to smash that like button. We're on 4 likes. We want 10 minimum likes as well. Get yourself involved in the comments. We're live across all social media platforms, from Rumble to Twitch to Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you follow Red United TV across all social media platforms and continue doing what your thing is. If you want to subscribe to the Rumble account, go on the Rumble, search Red United TV, and then go to the channel and then click subscribe or donate. For those who want to contribute to the channel, you can always contribute by PayPal in the link description as well. You'll find that there as well. Or if you're those who are watching on Facebook, send a star. It is what it is. I don't really mind. Everything goes back to the channel as well. So as I was saying, I need to find a part. Yeah. Okay. I had it before, but I kind of lost it. Okay, let's go straight. I found it. So this is from the Independent. So it's that here. So the feeling that is that Ratcliffe wants control of the football side of the club, where United's unachievement has been particularly grievous in the last decade. Would that be beneficial? Given United's record, it may be welcomed. That's what they say in the Independents. Ratcliffe owns records in sports is mixed. Nice are currently second in the league, but their fortunes have fluctuated during his ownership and has been pockmarked by transfer market missteps. Hussein has been in both relegated and promoted under Ratcliffe. That's the other club that he owns and runs. Under Ratcliffe's regime, he's brought the most successful outfit in world cycling, then known as Team Sky, since rebranding as Ineos, but they have lost their preeminence and appear in identity crisis. So his ventures there, you know what, it don't really work, I'll be honest with you. It just never did. But if the initial emphasis on the pitch rather than the commercial side of the business of the chief executive, Richard Arnold, overseas, there is an obvious focus on the director of football, John Murtough, inside Old Trafford. There is already a recognition that the team has achieved too little and their record in recruitment has been underwhelming since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, which is the truth. Some nevertheless feel that there is more structure and strategy since Ed Woodward has handed over the reign. They can point to a new training center for the women's and academy team, which costs about 7 million. That's got brought through. The appointment of Eric Ten Hag and a fine season last year. I don't know if it was, So a stuttering start to the season, which we've been going through right now, which hurts me right now, guys. The struggles of several recent signings and the reality that around 400 million has been spent in the last 2 summers feels ill-timed. Accusations United have overpaid are sincerely new, but it would prompt Ratcliffe to seek a change behind the scenes. The initial noise that despite the team's slump, Ten Hag is seen as far more of a solution than a problem. Though it would be instructive to know if that stance were maintained should the next 10 games bring another 6 defeat. Shift in ownership do not always bode well with incumbent management. Whereas the Dutchman has enjoyed the backing of Murtough and the Glazers. Ten Hag always protects an air of confidence in deceivedness, but many of Old Trafford's could be forgiven for wondering what Ratcliffe's investment means and what comes next. If it has scarcely helped United, that they have lingered in limbo for 11 months, which we have, since the Glazers put the club up for sale, a boardroom vote could insist bring out about a time of uncertainty. And I wonder what the uncertainty will be, guys. Smash that like button, guys, and share across all social media platforms as we discuss Sir Jim Ratcliffe. We're about to move on to the next topic, of course, which is titled Casemiro Injured. It just frustrates me again. The injuries just keep piling up at Manchester United, How do these guys get injured all the time, man? I just don't know. The injury is just too much at times. Like, chill, relax, calm down, stop getting injured. Smash that like button, guys. Get your thoughts in the comments as well. Let me know what your thoughts on Sergeant Ratcliffe. And of course, we're moving on to Casemiro's injury. Let me go straight to it. And this is coming out from Sky Sports News, who reported Casemiro being injured, and it hurts. You see it there, Casemiro, Manchester United without midfielder for Sheffield United game after ankle injury on duty. Earlier on, I had Amrabat injured, ? Apparently, Amrabat is training. Whether he's injured, we'll find out, because if we don't have these players, especially Amrabat in Manchester United's midfield, we're fucked. Because I can just see it being open with Mount and Bruno Fernandes, just not good enough, man. Again, Manchester United will be without Casemiro for the next game against Sheffield United on Saturday Night Football. Make sure you guys tune in for the watch along, 7:40 p.m. after he picked up an ankle injury while playing for Brazil. Oh, these guys get injured when they play abroad, man. That just really annoys me. Casemiro was substituted 11 minutes from the end of the 1-1 draw with Venezuela last week and has remained in Brazil. On the club's advice to aid his recovery while he misses the visit to Bramall Lane live on Sky Sports. The midfielder is expected to be back at Carrington early next week to resume training. However, guys, it will not be able to feature in midweek Champions League encounter with FC Copenhagen at Old Trafford. Those suspensions have been sent off against Galatasaray. Remember, he was sent off, so he won't be playing. The 31-year-old who captain of his national team asked to come off the field against Venezuela and was replaced by Andre. Brazil manager Fernando Diniz added he asked to come off due to a blow to his ankle. Casemiro added to his name to a lengthy injury list, guys, at Manchester United, although there has been given a boost Thursday as Sergio Reguilon and Sofian Amrabat train with the squad. Reguilon has missed the last 4 matches with a minor injury, while Amrabat was absent from Morocco's game against Liberia and Ivory Coast. However, guys, injury updates. Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, and Wan-Bissaka are also expected to be long-term absentees. Rafael Varane, Tyrell Malacia, Kobe Mino, and Ahmed Diallo are currently out of action. And I thought Kobe Mino is back. Jadon Sancho is likely to leave the club in January after a breakdown in relationship with Erik ten Hag, while Anthony has recently returned to training and continues to cooperate with ongoing police inquiries for domestic abuse. Yeah. So, guys, international break, mercifully timed. I thought everyone would be back, but it seems that Casemiro is out, guys, and really and truly, it's really frustrating to see such news. Like, how is this Manchester United always involved in this kind of situations, man? It just pisses me off, man. Like, fix up, man. Fix up. You see that? See, we've got Baker news. You know, Jadon Sancho being excluded. Smash that like button, guys, as always, man. Big up Stephanie as well, just tuning in as well. We're out here, man. Moving on to Casemiro news. And again, we from Casemiro to next news. And of course, if this guy Ratcliffe was to take over, I came across this article saying the Zerbi to be hired, you know, if shit goes wrong under Erik ten Hag. Let me get the article up, guys. Smash that like button, guys, as we've coming halfway through the show. The next half, we've got the Zerbi and we've got the Twitter threads. I'm so sorry that today was 6 o'clock because, of course, work got me doing things late. Really annoyed me as well, but it is what it is. Here we go. So Manchester United could hire the Zerbi's protege if Erik ten Hag doesn't cut the mustard for Sir Jim Ratcliffe. The Zerbi protege? Who the hell is the Zerbi? So if Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to be as hand-on at Man United as expected, Erik ten Hag could soon find his position on the threat at Old Trafford. It is yet to be ratified, but the Glazers family should soon be signing over 25% of the club to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who will take an active role on the sporting side of the business. Clearly, for a club of United standing, 10th place in the Premier League and one of the worst starts in their history is unacceptable. Ten Hag enjoyed a stellar third season in the job as he had a benchmark from which to work. However, the Red Devils has been so poor in 23-24, it does beg the question as to what's gone wrong. Perhaps the business in the transfer window market hasn't been the best, and it hasn't, in my opinion. People thought we had a good transfer window, but I was like, nah, we needed way more than that. Though confidence also plays a big part of any player, and United has been suffered a collective crisis in that regards. If the Dutchman isn't able to get his side going to the degree required, Sir Jim could look to replace him with a protege of Roberto De Zerbi. The Brighton and Hove Albion manager, has been lauded for the way in which he side of playing football. But let me get twisted though. That's how Brighton. Manchester has a different kettle of fish. Yeah, we saw the previous Brighton manager go to Chelsea from wearing tracksuit to suit, and the suit couldn't fit him. He just wasn't up for it. It is not the same, you know. I wouldn't even think about entertaining the Zerbi. I rather just stick with Ten Hag for the next couple of seasons. You know, there will be ups and downs. It will be, but eventually it will all come to fruition, and everything will make sense, and everything will work. Francisco Ferrelli currently works for Sir Jim at his other club, which is Nice, League 1 giant Nice, and Sport Bible suggested that he could hop across the channel to see another new dawn at the Theatre of Dream. One day I wrote an article about Foggia on the internet and a website called Voicecart. Fairly told the Equipe, I don't know what he's talking about. Shortly after, I received a congratulatory message from the member of the Zerbi technical team. We started working together after a year and a half. We focused on football 24 hours a day. Sometimes we still working on the computer at 2 a.m. Those were good times. So, guys, that could potentially happen. What do you guys think? Do you think that this could potentially happen? Do you think we should stick with Eric Ten Hag regardless of what the situation is? You know, because to me, you know, he needs the backing, you know, and I don't think he's got the backings, you know, at all, man. I really don't think he's got that complete backing. Second, third choices, you know, it's just, to me, it doesn't really convince me that he got the backing that he needed, man. Smash that like button, guys, as we are coming close to the end of the show. We're coming to the Twitter threads regarding Manchester United. Let me go straight to my thread on Twitter and go to my profile. We're back live Saturday PM 7:40 for the watch along against Sheffield United, man. Are we gonna get chefed up? We shall see, guys. We shall see. Let's go straight to it. Let's share that screen. I had to even get a haircut to get rid of the stress. Let's start from the top. So Jadon Sancho has been excluded from Manchester United squad photo for the current season, according to Samuel Lockhurst. And if that's true, well, I don't give a toss. I don't even care. Do you know why I don't care? Because, you know, I don't tolerate players who don't have minerals balls, you know, for criticism, you know, like they shouldn't be criticized, you know, like you're a baby, man. Step up and be a man, like step it up, man. Kobe Mino, Raphael Varane, and Sergio Reguilon are all expected to return for the game against Sheffield United. That's some great, fantastic news, and I can't wait for that to happen. And Fabrizio Romano says that don't give a shit about that. So, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. signs with Al Nassr's under 13. Here we go. The agreement has been signed. Cristiano's son will start training in the next day. We wear the number 7. Cristiano said, "My son tells me, Dad, hold on a few more years. I want to play with you." You won't. You won't. You won't play with your father. I'm sorry. There is Hannibal as well, training, doing his thing. Starboy Alejandro Garnacho, boys. See that Kobe back in training. Love to see that. That's what I want to see. Kobe Mino is back, and I'm telling you guys, this guy will make a difference in our midfield. I am so certain of that. I was so impressed with him during preseason. You know, he's holding it down. Got Reguilon as well, back in training. That's what we want to see, my G. Look at that. Everyone's back. Don't know who that guy is. Look at that. Onana as well. You better step up, you know. You gotta learn about the Premier League. Rashi and Bruno back in there as well. Martial Rafa back in training. Look at that. How to buy a football club. Bro, it's done, bro. Don't do that to us, man. We want Glazers out. This isn't Glazers out. This is nothing positive about this. You know, that's the replies. And breaking news, of course, as I told you before, Casemiro is unavailable for the game against Sheffield United due to injury. He'll return to training early next week. Borussia Dortmund are ready to offer Jadon Sancho an escape route from Manchester United in January. A short-term loan deal until the end of the season is most likely. But we want to sell you, says Rob Dawson from ESPN. Fabrizio Romano talks about Mohamed Kudus. There's no counter offer. Chelsea did this to a lot of players this summer. They did with a low offer, knowing that they wouldn't be accepted. I don't know. Truth to tell, they were completely taken by the transfer of Caicedo, told RMC. I've not really seen much of Mohamed Kudus, you know. They agreed a transfer with Chelsea, but it never happened. Does Anthony Martial still have a future at Manchester United, guys? You let me know. On Aurélien Chouameni, Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world, 100%. You always hear it. But you don't realize just how true it is until you're inside the club. You can feel the power hits you as soon as you step through the door. Trust me. Real Madrid fans are different, bro. Trust me. They're even worse than Manchester United fans, bro. I'll tell you that for now. Okay, so breaking Financial Times proposed Jim Ratcliffe in your deal for stake in Manchester United will see Dave Braceford and Joel Glazer sitting on the committee overseeing football matters. What? Having swung over football decisions through controlling the committee was Ratcliffe's price for investing. What does that mean? So Chelsea have activated a clause into Ian Matson contract extending his deal to 2025. The CFP wanted to avoid free exit for the fullback, but they're saying so Chelsea will try to get a longer deal sealed in the next month, or he could be sold in 2024. UEFA have also postponed the club matches involving Maccabi Haifa and Maccabi Tel Aviv next week to confirm European competition matches cannot be played in Israel because of the war that's currently going on. So Jim Ratcliffe deal to 25% stake in Manchester United, guys, may not be completed in time for the opening of the January transfer window. This is Manchester United. Slow poke. Like the Pokemon, slow poke. Ramsdale on relationship with David Rea. We work professionally, really well together. We push each other in training. These days where I can come in and I'm down because of the situation and he picks me up, I do the same for him. We support each other, told the Mail. Cool. Ramsdale's concerned about losing place in England's squad. Yes, of course. It's the first time I found myself in this situation. I want to get back into the team. Yeah, you decide to Gareth Scrubgate, you decide to drop him, but you pick man that McGrath don't play and that Philip guy, whatever his name is, bro. Calvin Phillip, bro, whatever his name is. He don't play, fam, but you want to drop him. He started at the start of the season. He's got match fitness in him. He's got some matches in him. So again, Sir David Bracefield is expected to play a big role at Manchester United when Sir Jim Ratcliffe takes sporting control. But we hear different newses. Just in Manchester United are set to appoint Garden City Ben Clark into a recruitment role, focusing to bring in the best young talent in the academy. Don't know who he is. I don't know how good he is. Doesn't feel like to me he's the best of class. And Jadon Sancho is now officially up for sale. Let me stop there, guys, as we've come to the end of the show. Smash that like button, guys. Big up to everyone that just joined in as well, poor family as well. But we have come to the end of the show. Again, we're live 7:40 p.m. on Saturday for the watch along against Sheffield United. I'm live again, and then we're live to review that match Sunday 8 p.m. UK time, guys, for everything. So make sure you check the notifications, click the notification bell, smash that like button, subscribe to Red United TV, and of course, follow Red United TV on all social media platforms as well, including Instagram, and of course, Red United TV 1 and Twitter, and follow Red United TV on Twitch, Rumble, and Kick. We stream on those platforms as well, guys. So make sure you do everything is about. But it is what it is, man. It has been your latest Manchester United news. For those who are watching, till next time, till Saturday, 7:40 p.m. Peace, love. Remember to keep it united. And remember to keep it Red United because your boy is out. And I will see you on Saturday, 7:40 p.m. UK time for the watch along. Tune in, smash that like button, subscribe, share, and I'll sayonara and see you later. Peace.